Hey, actually, welcome in everyone. Welcome to my live. You're watching Big B Adventures, streaming to you live from Western Australia. It is 7:30ish a.m. in the morning here in my neck of the woods, and I hope this live finds you all well. I'm just going to go and get my what you call it, phone holder stand thingy. So bear with me. Unos momentos. Oh, where the heckaroni is it? What did I do with it? What did Mama do with it? Oh, here it is. Right there all this time. Oh boy. Sorry if I hit you, dropped you and hit your head. Michelle, welcome, welcome. I have ended up with a pretty rare day off. I want to tell you all about my new job and just generally hang out if you're all good with that. Hey, but in saying that, thanks everyone. Hey, Cynthia. Happy Valentine's, Michelle Brown. How are you? How are things going, Cynthia? Oh my goodness, watching your grandbabies grow up on YouTube. Cool as. Haven't been doing much dumpster diving because I've got a new job. Hey Barbara, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Never really been a celebrator of Valentine's Day. Neither were my parents. I guess it wasn't really one of those things that was adopted in New Zealand. Yeah. Is that weird? The weather is crazy cold snow. The hot garden is doing pretty good. That's awesome. Who doesn't like, I've always said, I've always considered myself to have green fingers and green thumbs, a terminology used to, call yourself a bit of a gardener. And I've always professed that, when life goes well, your garden flourishes, right? It goes well, so. So if your garden's going good, things like there's some good balance going on in life. That's how I've always measured it. Now the weather here has been hot as guys. I know you all have been experiencing some cold and nasty weather, but I know it surely must be warming up soon. Yeah. No, I have to me it's like a Valentine's Day should be Valentine's every day, you know, to a certain degree. But you're right, I do treat her with all the love that she deserves. But that's not specific to Valentine's Day, We just never get caught up in that sort of. Is it a holiday? Is it a holiday? Is Valentine's Day a holiday over there, or is it just to earmark the loving of two people in union? Never really got it. Guys, thank you in advance for liking the live and sharing it out. I really do appreciate it. Those two things alone help the algorithms in the live stream and in my attempts to try and grow the community on YouTube and come back on a more regular basis. It's been proving challenging at best because I've acquired this new job, which so happens to run congruently or run in line with dumpster diving because I drive a truck that picks up and drops off skip bins, and you'd be amazed about like what people. Well, you wouldn't be amazed. It would be just like, oh yeah, I get that. Okay, let's read some messages. Um, you got a foot of snow last night. No school for the kiddos today. Well, lucky them, right? Hi, Denise. It's been cold and very icy here in Ohio. Caleb in the house. What's up, Caleb? How are you, my brother? Love you, my bro. No, it's just a day to eat a lot of chocolate. Yeah. Eat a lot of chocolate and sniff a lot of roses. If that's your, flower of choice. Well, it's just gone on 7:45 here. It's nearly 8 o'clock in the morning here in my neck of the woods. Hope this live finds you all well, ladies and gentlemen. I miss you all very much. I'm always thinking and chomping at the bit to do a live because my videos aren't coming out as much. And for those that are following my channel still, I've been dropping a lot of like shorts of places around Western Australia, some of the beautiful beaches, sharing content basically, just to stay a little bit relevant. Because I see and I've spoken to everyone about this before. I'm seeing a shift in the way I'm gonna do content. It's not gonna be dumpster diving. It's just not sustainable here in my local area anymore. So I know we've talked about it many times. Belle, hi there, Belle. Welcome in, everyone. Appreciate you all saying hello to everyone. Acknowledgement is really, I think, is really key. It's something I actually learnt on YouTube, and I established that in other platforms in the past, and it's proven to be, good and accurate. So I appreciate everyone acknowledging everyone that comes in. Thank you so much. Namaste. I am, and I'll tell you something. Barbara just asked a question. Am I able to set things aside for myself while I'm doing my job? And I've got a really cool boss who himself was a bit of a treasure hunter himself, and he had a shed full of stuff. He Over the years he's noticed a decline in the quality of stuff, right? As the economy has slightly changed. But in answer to your question, yes. And he's allowed me to, like, if you want to set a bin aside so you can go through it, you're more than welcome. And that's just so awesome. Because I'd love to do a segment saying what's in the bin today, and it could be building materials, it could be scrap metal, it could be just a whole plethora of junk, or it could be good stuff like, for instance, yesterday, or day before yesterday, I emptied a skip bin that was pretty much filled with kids' toys. Legos, dinosaurs, plushies, books, like the whole thing is like they took the kids' room and pushed it out into the skip bin. And it was a shame to see it go into the landfill. It was a complete shame. So I let the people know, like there's a woman at the refuge centre or the landfill place that collects them. So I told her all about it. I dumped it off and she was in there. So I'm so glad it didn't just go to landfill. It's a double-edged sword. What am I reading here? It's your birthday tomorrow, Caleb? You'll be the big 3-6. What? No way. Really? Oh, you young, handsome man, you. And did I see my friend Francis in here? Hey, Francis. Greetings and welcome. Welcome to the show. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Caleb. You stop by Southern Bell's auction, and she'll sing you the best happy birthday song ever. Have I heard you sing, Belle? I think I might have. I think I might have heard you sing a pretty happy tune. I can't see any reason why happy birthday would be any different. Joe, welcome in, Joe. How are you? Look who's in the chat, everybody. Joe Ward's in the house. Hi there, Joe. Your friend took it and donated, made him happy. Dexter, sorry, I can't wait to see what you saved. My friend worked at the that's at the transfer station, and someone threw out a pillowcase of money. What? I mean, I'm sure I speak for all dumpster divers, and correct me if I'm wrong, Cynthia, but I think that would be like the ultimate find as far as searching through people's trash, rubbish, garbage, litter, whatever, and finding a bag full of money. Would I be wrong in saying that? Oh, yes. My viewers think that I sing too much. Then you need a better quality of viewer. I'm saying, the appreciation of creativity and music and art. Hi, Cheryl. How are you doing, Cheryl? So good to see you. Yep, as Joe said, be safe over there, guys, in the cold and the wet. It's probably the worst season of the year. For those that live in the snow and the ice and the cold. That's I feel so much aroha and compassion for you. So yeah, be safe, man. But stay well if we can. So good to hear, Cheryl. You're doing well, my friend. And thank you just once again, everyone, for welcoming everyone in that comes into the chat. I'm sure most of you will know each other anyway, right? So yeah, I'm interested in, like, my boss wants to put a GoPro on me and develop some sort of content for his business, which the company consists of him, the boss, and me, the driver. And he doesn't know much about social media other than it works. And so I'm prepared to help him for nothing, and just, if the company grows, then I grow with the company. Otherwise, he was going to, some company over in Asia were going to charge him like $150 per month to do content. I said, don't worry about it, I'll do it. But one of the things that's great about that, he says that I can use the footage for my own content. Well, it's still an idea. An idea is just an idea until it's put into practice. So the only thing is missing is application. And it's just trying to figure out, because I'm always in and out of the truck. Not every bin is interesting. There's some interesting things to see, like One of the places I go to a landfill, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how many of you have been to one, or it's been a long time since you've been to a landfill, right? Been to a landfill, but it's unreal. It's unreal sight, the amount of traffic that flows onto this piece of land, and it builds up and up. It's insane. It's insane. It's really heartbreaking, to be honest. And but what comes with it is a really weird side of nature. All of these black-headed abysses and flocks of pelicans. These are West Australian pelicans. Flocks of them, 100 of them. And that's natural, man. It comes with the territory, I guess. But it's a sight to see. It's like a natural wonder, but not. Yes, it is a blessing to have a boss. Yeah, the filming is valuable. So the question is how to differentiate the use of his content for him and same content for you. Oh, well, that's easy. His is more advertising based, and we can do his content more specific. So, for example, people that hire the skippins, these different sizes, but they're unsure about like what size to get for their job that they want. Sometimes they order too small and overflow it, or sometimes they order too big and they don't fill it up at all at a great expense. So one thing would be an education type content, whereas you would put my boss inside each of the bins and show the people what sizes you get. You can put 20 wheelbarrows or 15 mattresses in this one, for example. So it'll be more of a teaching the people what to look out for and why they should go for him. Whereas mine content would be just what are people throwing out, going on trips around to all of these different areas. Some of the rich areas that hire these, or the richer neighborhoods that hire these bins. Some of the stuff they throw out is, damaged beyond repair, but I mean good stuff, What does your boss hope to show, teach, or sell from these videos? Sounds like a Goldilocks situation of this is too small. Exactly, it's education, right? The landfill is full of seagulls. To see how much stuff is there is amazing and horrifying. Looks like mostly plastic. Oh, it's everything. Yeah. And it's not just domestic. I mean, it's all domestic, right? It's all consumer stuff. You can see how I'm still passionate about like waste, and the passion for it so far has has made dumpster diving more elusive, just in my particular area. So I still go out and I still go and have a look. I use it more now as being fun because I don't go out as often. Before I was going out every day. Now I don't. I'll be lucky to go out twice a week. And just a huge shift, but I want to stay, in line with that sort of energy, because in Australia, and I'm sure the numbers are fairly similar in the United States or in Canada or the UK, but in Australia, all of the supermarkets, the food stores, shopping centres, all of those places, food courts, anything to do with food on a commercial level, only make up 16% of the waste. 16%, which means the other other percentages come from industrial or domestic. And us as consumers in Australia, it's like 46% of all waste in the landfill comes from me, you, your neighbour, our households. Just, you feel me? Hey, Simon, you've been monetized. Good on you, mate. Near my cousin's house in Michigan, they covered over a huge mountain like landfill and made it into a snow field. That is crazy. Cool idea. Congratulations. Let's show some congratulations to Simon for his being monetized on YouTube. What you've been doing it for about 3 years now? And what about you, Cynthia? Do you still go out as often? I think the last one I seen of yours was a Aldi's. You got a bit of Aldi's haul. 3.5 years. Congratulations. That's well deserved. Well deserved. You keep safe, kind sir. Same message to you. Here's something I will share with you all. One of the, dumpster diving, I like dumpster diving for more than just saving things from the landfill and saving money from the things that I find and can utilize in my house or donating. But it was good for my mental health. It was good for my fitness. It was good for my esteem and confidence because I would get my ass off the couch and jump in the car. And once I'm on the road, boom, it's like, yeah, I'm in action. And it was good for my state of mind because I was focused, I was excited, I was energized. All of these emotions and feelings rushing through me that made it dumpster diving very addictive. But this new job has certainly put on a whole new set of challenges regarding my body, ladies and gentlemen, my muscles. Cynthia's killing it. Oh, you're on 17K right now, Cynthia? Congratulations. That is so cool. I'm just a silent viewing every dumpster diving. We appreciate you watching, Maria. Thank you so much. Greetings and welcome to our humble community. You are more than welcome. And I'm glad that you decided to break your silence and participate in our group. We are just a bunch of lovable chaps. Yes. Dumpster diving can be such an adrenaline rush. Yeah, I mean, it's a double-edged sword, right, Belle? It's like sometimes the anticipation is greater than the act itself because you'll be there pumped thinking, "No, I'm going to find something," and sometimes you don't. Or you can be really like half energized into it. It's just going through the motions, and then you find something, and then the pump is on. You know what I mean? So, but you are right. Oh, thank you. Blessings, love and blessings to you, Maria, for your support. I really do appreciate it. Simon from Dumpster Diving in Adelaide found 2 expensive tents last week. And what a great time of the year to be finding tents in the lovely sunny weather. That is so cool. I like finding things like camping gear and tents because it's literally you're finding accommodation. A couple of weeks ago, said Bell, during a rare cold snap, during winter, or I found a dumpster of cases of ice cream cones called drumsticks and took 2 cases, which is all that would fit him. Number one in the house. What up, number one? Let's welcome Pauline into the house, everybody, into the chat. Ice creams is a rarity in New Zealand because of the hot weather. That's why the cold snap was so rare. And in that cold snap, you found the ice cream cones, drumsticks. We call them, they're called coronets and drumsticks here, but back home in New Zealand, we call them trumpets. Yeah, trumpets. Long time no see for you too, my friend. You just celebrated a birthday not that long ago, didn't you? Number one. And plus, because and I see the awesome photo you put up of you and your sisters. So that must have been cool on the holidays. It's ice cream in a cone with nuts on it. Drumsticks, right, Michelle? I know, right? Everyone's here, number one. Now, let me give you a short story about Pauline Kennedy diving deep in Cincinnati. Got the title of number one because when I started my channel, she was always the first to comment. She was always first on the live. She was number one. Last Wednesday on the 5th, well, happy belated birthday, Denise. Oh, if I ever found money, not like Denise, I haven't found large amounts of money, but I have found I remember in one dumpster, I looked at, someone had thrown out all of their pantry stuff, boxes of tea, tin food, and they threw out these little Lunchable bags, homemade Lunchable in Ziploc bags that had like sweets and one of those cracker and dip snacks, but it had $5, a $5 note in it, and there must have been like half a dozen of them. But I have found like change and coins, and I think the most I've ever found was a $50 note, but no big money. We were just laughing before, Denise, because we would say that would be the ultimate dumpster diving find, a big bag of cash. Yeah, and what would be the amount? Does everyone think? What would be the amount of money that would be like a jackpot find? Would it be $100? Would it be 1,000? Would it be $10,000? We found like $5,000. What would they be amount for you? Man, for me it would be just $1. Finding $1 is like, hey. Oh, what's going on, Pauline? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear, Pauline. Oh. Can we put hearts in the chat? Hearts and prayers in the chat. Hearts and prayers in the chat for Pauline and her. I know how much we all love our siblings, and she loved her sisters very much. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you so much. Nah, get your tears out of the way, Pauline, but don't forget to laugh because, you know, you she wouldn't want you to be sad. She would want you to remember the good times that you guys had together and all of those memories. That's why we connect with each other, so we can have these good memories. And they will be missed, but we'll always carry these memories, the good ones. So, you know, so for me, I've always dealt with grief and loss by celebrating an amazing life, you know, a life that they had. So hearts and prayers for number one in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's show her our love and our support and that we're by her side. And don't ever feel that you're alone, ever. You've always got a wonderful group of people, a community here that you can lean on in your moments of weakness. And Bold Lion is on all the time. You know, if it's just to hear a familiar voice or see a familiar face. Southern Bells live all the time with their auctions. If it's just to take your mind off things for just a moment, utilize these rooms, these chat rooms, access all of these people that you know. That's really tough. That's really tough. That's really tough. To that much loss. That's it, Pauline. When you have a lot of good times, that's how we celebrate. That's how we move through the grief and loss without feeling, you know, like we can't do anything. My heart is heavy for you. Let us do the have the heavy heart while you get through it. Simon, I'm getting 6K views for my live stream replays. Awesome. But anyway, let's rock and roll. I love that attitude about you. That's what I love about you, Pauline. All of my family have passed. I'm always on my own. Well, I think that's why you started creating content so that you're not so alone. Your younger sister Joy, 19 and a half years old, died in my car the morning after my... That's sad. You know, we all have experienced loss and grief. We all have, and fundamentally, we all experience it the same way. You know, we do emotionally, and I think we forget to sort of like pull ourselves back from that so we can carry on. My parents passed away over 20 years ago. Does it still affect me to this day? Absolutely. I have moments, even when I'm driving in the car, I get memories and thoughts get flooded with all of these memories. I can become very emotional. And then I remind myself that these memories that flash into me are them sending those messages to me, because there might be something going on in my life, or there's nothing going on in my life. They remind me, those flashes of memories remind me that I'm still living. That they would want me to still keep pushing. And that they're guiding us. They're always around us. Our loved ones. And whether you choose to believe that or not, hey, I'm just sharing how I interpret those kind of experiences. I see them as good omens. I see them as good signs. I see them as then telling me that I should stop, step back, take 5 minutes, evaluate. Yeah, someone wants to talk back. London, hey London, how are you? Sorry about that, guys. My wife is my darling, my beautiful, gorgeous darling, my reason for breathing and living, my purpose. She's gone on a little adventure into the city by herself. Have a good day, Cheryl. Take care. Be safe. Be safe wherever you are. And yeah, that's where she is, spending all my money. She's gone into the city to go and check out a couple of stores, and then she's going to take the train and go and check out the casino, have a little bit of a flutter, and maybe have some lunch. She wanted some Raven time. So, is everyone? Can you guys see a break in the weather? Is it going to? Are you seeing it's warming up? Is it getting better? I'm supposed to give a missus all my money? No, no. I give her all the money that she knows about. I spent the night at casino for my birthday. We had fun, and I only lost 300. That's not bad. That's I think there's acceptable levels of losses. 300 is pretty, acceptable. I think. Got a snowstorm coming soon. Yeah, I'm a calculated gambler. My gambling is a little bit more calculated. I can't gamble on the whim of a machine and its algorithms. I can't do it. There's no skill involved. It is all luck. Cindy Lou. Oh, Cindy Lou. Bow, 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 bow. It's a cold snap right in the US. Wait, you lost 6K in one night? What the? Holy fuck. Jeez, one time I got paid extremely well. And to celebrate, went to the casino. This is when I was a drinker, so it's over 10 years ago. Went to the casino and have a few celebratory drinks. My problem was I took all my money, all my wages, and I had like 3.5 grand, right? And I'm drinking, and then as I'm getting more zealous and boisterous, my betting was becoming more zealous and boisterous as well. And next thing I know, half a dozen hours have gone past, and I've got like $300 left in my pocket. Like, what? And I'm spinning out because I haven't paid rent, I haven't bought food, I haven't bought petrol for the car, and I'm nearly skint, and I'm not getting paid for another 2 weeks. So I went, screw it. I put the 300 all on 22 black, but all on 22 black. And I'm looking at the croupier who is like spinning the ball with desperation in my eyes, sweat beading off my forehead, trembling. And you know what? I think he did me a solid. Because that bad boy hit black 22 right on the money. And as you know, the payout for the roulette wheel is 34 times whatever your bet. I worked out with 9 G's, baby, with 9 bands. Yeah. Or actually, no, I won 9 bands, but I didn't walk out with 9 bands. I walked out with my pay. But that's what, yeah, young, eh? Youth. Blame it on the youth. You're spending $25 at a roll. Woo-hoo! Why are you not in blue, Cindy Lee? Oh, I did some overhauling ages ago, Cindy Lee. Don't take it personally, my friend. You will see a blue. You'll see a blue wrench next to you. I plan on revamping the. I know I say that every time I go live, and so far it's been like once a week. But I'm planning on doing like a regular slot. I just haven't decided whether that should be at night or whether that should be during the day. Because during the day for me is your evening, of course, and it'd be good to bring stream in the sunlight while you're experiencing all this cold weather. That was supposed to be the kaupapa, or that was supposed to be the intent. But I'm working most of the time now during the day. And when I finish at 3 o'clock, it's like early hours of the morning for you. Most of you are still deep in the pillow and blanket show. In the US, you have to pay taxes. I know. What? Oh, not here. You don't. I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, he blamed the slot machine, not him. He blamed the machine. So the entire amount you win, a portion you have to pay to the government in taxes. Yes. Yep, that's the grand old US. We don't have to pay taxes on our wins over here. Yeah, actually, I think you do when it's at a certain amount. When you reach a certain threshold, I think tax is expected. But actually, I don't think there is, because horse racing. If you win a lot at horse racing, you don't pay tax. You get everything. Yeah, that's the jackpot, eh? That's the jackpot amount, 1,200. Sorry, you had a phone call. Don't ever be sorry. I just had one too, Barbara. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Once you hit 1,200, I see that on the like my darling likes watching American slot machine videos. She's obsessed, and yeah, and when they go past when they hit the 1,200 mark, it's considered a jackpot payout, because you need an attendant to come and you know pay you out. You even have to pay taxes on Google AdSense payments. Yeah, yep, yep, you do. Yep. Me, I get taxed twice. I get taxed from the US and I get taxed from the Australian government. What? Your brother won what? 100,000 one night? Holy fuck. And then 40K the next day. What was he playing? Was he on the tables? Raywin won on the slot machines one time. She won $14,000 Australian dollars. Oh, look over here. What's the time for everyone over there? What's your guys' time? Is it still early evening? In the high limit room, yeah, but what was he playing? Was he on the tables? Was he playing blackjack, baccarat, craps, roulette, or was he on the slots? If he wins that much, it scares me to ask how much he loses. A casino is designed that the house will always win. At 7:38, 7:39, he got it on slots. Get the fuck out of here. In Houston, it's 6:38. Bell, 6:38 for you guys. 7:30 for Michelle. Thank you for sharing that, guys. And thank you for liking the live and sharing. I appreciate it, I really do. I really love hanging out with you guys while you guys are here. So if it's that time of the night, have you guys already eaten? Is when it's colder, do you guys eat earlier or do you guys eat later? Is now dinner time? And do you guys call dinner tea over there? Do you guys say tea time? Or is it dinner? Dinner. How are you doing, Midnight Block? You were on the live the last time I was on, right? You had pizza? Is it like, was it pizza like one of your local family-run pizzerias, or was it like a Domino's? And you call it dinner. Dinner. Sweetheart, what would you like for dinner? Aussies call it dinner. Hey, we did some dinner. Or tea. Back home we call it tea. Tea and dinner. Such a weird name, dinner, eh? Dinner. Who decided that the act of eating food at night was going to be called dinner? Minus 10 degrees Celsius, Barbara? Damn! You'd be wanting like a nice hearty casserole or stew where the meat is just falling off the bone with root vegetables full of aromatics. I mean, it's a meal and it's medicine all at the same time, right? Not yet. I was about to make dinner and then you came on, so I delayed making dinner. You got a big snow coming. Down south, dinner is lunch and nightly meal is supper. You made chicken and shrimp Alfredo with butter rolls. Get down, come on. You eat around the PM, Michelle, so this is time. Supper, because I'm old. Because I'm old, and at 4:30 because I'm old. Stop it, Barbara. From Lossa's Pizza. Best in town. 5 p.m. for you, Michelle. Dinner? Because you dine. Well, I mean, I know... I know if you were to shorten dinner, you get the word dine. I'm asking is dine some kind of Latin or Greek word that means to eat or to break bread with others. I know, right? For the cold weather casserole, Jennifer Chesney in the house. Let's give her a big B adventure welcome. A roast with carrots and potatoes. You don't really say dinner. I yell at my kids, come get it, yo, freaking food. See, I live in a tiny town upstate New York, and it's dinner and then supper. Welcome in, Jennifer. How are you? Just a huge thank you in advance to everyone for liking the live and sharing it out. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I've just literally dropped my darling off at the train station. She's heading off into the city and then she's going to go to the casino. I says, you want me to come with you? I'll come with you. She goes, nah, I'm all right. I'm just going to go by myself. Should I be worried? Should I be worried? Nah, I don't think like that. But I enjoy when she goes out on her own and sort of like does stuff. But I love being with her 24/7 if I could. Yeah, I love the casseroles and I love stews. Just slow cooked meat, just marinating in just a beautiful, rich, and hearty sauce with plenty of root vegetables. I don't know about you guys, but you know, I like a plain root vegetable like a parsnip or a turnip because they're bland, but they absorb flavor so much, you know. Something with a bit of heat too. You gotta have a little bit of heat. No jealousy in my house. That's it. That's it. There was none of that. There was none of that. So true. Number one. Yes, happy Valentine's Day to everyone. We're not, uh, like I said earlier, I've never been a celebrator. Not me and my darling. But you know, I think Valentine's Day should be like at least once a week. You know what I mean? It should be at least once a week. Something special you can do just out of the blue for no reason other than just a pure love and appreciation. So I never really got caught up in the going to get roses and going to get fluffy toys and sending cards. That's because I never seen my parents do it. That's not bad, right? Dinner should be set between 1 and 2:30. Lunch at 11:30. We only usually say dinner if it's a special gathering. My town is so old acting. It's like living in the Twilight Zone. Well, if you're a follower of Lord of the Rings, then you would know that there's not only is there breakfast, but there's second breakfast, and then there's third breakfast, then there's brunch, which is around about 10 a.m. Then there's elevensies. We can't forget about elevensies. Then we have lunch. Then we have late lunch. Then we have afternoon tea. Let's not forget about afternoon tea. Well, that's so true, number one. You don't have trust. Now, there's complete utter trust. After nearly 35 years, you're all about the breakfast. That's what you prefer. with roast beef put in a crock pot with beef broth, two onions, or two French onion soup, two cream of mushroom soup, seasoning mix well together, let cook overnight for around 10 a.m. Add the potatoes 2 hours later. Feast time. Oh yeah. So do you thicken it, or is that what the soup does? Does the soup thicken it, or do you prefer? Do you prefer like a thick gravy type, but not thick like gravy, but a thicker juice in your casserole or stew, or do you prefer it like runny and watery? But that does sound delish. No, I chuck everything in at the same time. I put carrots, potatoes, sweet potato, because they're a heartier and robust root vegetable. And then in a separate pot, I would boil before the stew is ready. I would put pumpkin or some kind of marrow, like a courgette. Or what do you guys call them? Do you guys call them zucchinis or courgettes? Ah, the cream. Oh, so it's not a dry packet. It's not a dry packet soup. It's a tin soup. You make a lot of thick. That's the best. Ah, zucchini. Okay, I got you. It's kind of thicken up, not too much. Oh yeah. I guess it depends how you like it. I like a thick soup. If I've got like a homemade bread that we call takako, so then we can toto or mop up all of the juices. So I like but I like a brothy casserole too when there's heaps of flavors in it, heaps of flavors. Yeah, but each to their own. I think everyone's own house has an amazing recipe. Eggplant instead of aubergine. What you don't like is the French version? You don't like going to France for your aubergine? Well, I hope I'm not holding up anybody's dinner, or your supper, if you're making your supper. You should go over quickly, turn the pot on, come back. If your phone, prop it up next to your oven, your stove, and just chip away at your din-dins. We don't have to worry about Barbara. She already had din-dins several hours ago. Yeah. No, we've had real hot what do you call heat waves here in Western Australia. The the temperatures are cooling down at the moment, but it was like unforgiving last week, so unforgiving, and so it means that food is just really we might have like a bit of protein. Like other night we had pork spare ribs in a plum sauce and salad and a potato salad. Oh, your recipes are on the back of the box. I can stare at Quebec from the top of the from on top of the hill. My grands were from there. I only understand bad words. I love you to bits, Barbara. Pauline saying it's so fucking cold here and snowstorm coming tomorrow. Well, get yourself prepared, number one. You know, earmuffs, mittens, portai, and then rug it up, stoke the fire. Have you got, do you guys have fireplace or what sort of heating do you have in your homes? Can't wait for warmer weather. Oh, I feel for you too. Like, Barbara, like back home in Aotearoa, New Zealand, I would always worry about our kaumatuas or our elderly folk because winter time was always the most worrying part for our people, our older people, because we could always find ways to stay cool, but you know, staying heated was such a challenge. You have a fake fireplace, so it's a gas one, right? She's in Cincinnati. Midnight. It was 80 a few days ago and now down to 50. That's such a 30 degrees is such a drastic drop, though. 30 degrees, that's a whole temperature to another place, 30 degrees. Oh, wait, that's Fahrenheit, right? Right, so that's way different. Oh. Hey there, you hear that, everyone? All aspiring dumpster divers out there? Party City is closing down. Barbara, you have natural gas fixed boiler with old-fashioned cast iron radiators that weigh a ton. Oh shit! And they're also closing down Big Lots. No way! Everyone see Grab It Fast's video? You wish you had a fireplace, a fire? It is such the best. All your Big Lots are closed now? That's insane. Such a huge company or conglomerate of a huge company, right? Like some other giant, or like Walmart or something opens. Hey, can I ask you guys something? I watch a lot of like videos of people having issues with in Walmart stores with loss prevention officers and people at the doorways wanting to see receipts. Have you guys ever come across any of that at your local Walmart? Like, has it ever been an issue that's happened to you, or you've seen happen to someone while you've been at Walmart? Because it seems like it's not just one Walmart from a particular area. It's like all Walmarts. Is that true? Like, is Walmart really like that? I wouldn't know. There's no Walmart over here. Only thing that's close to a mart is Kmart. Hey, Christina. Are you in here, Christina? Where are you at? Oh, Christina got so much candy from Party City. Oh, did she? I live closer instead of 2000. Yeah, that goes to everything, everybody though, eh? With great dumpster scores. Sad to lose both chain stores. I don't shop at Walmart. They are so annoying. They check all receipts. I won't go there. Yes, there's an elderly person at the door who is supposed to check receipts, but only the innocent people wait to show the receipt. The rest walk by and leave. Well, in Kmart, they don't check your receipts. They scan them. There's a little barcode in there and they scan it. And they don't bother about like checking your carts or anything. But they used to. The Kmart, right? They used to check your receipts, but it started like messing with the flow of the customer. So they stopped it and they just got to scan. They don't check your receipts. They just ask if they can scan it. You know. And I guess it's just to measure like a time frame or something. I have no idea. But I just think it's so. When did that become a thing? It's so intrusive. You know what I mean? It's so. With all the drama that they have, is it worth it in the long run? Walmart is dangerous here in Cincinnati. What? What? There's a shop that's dangerous? Like when I hear that, I think tattoo shop, gun shop. There's so many other shops that are dangerous, but Walmart is dangerous? Why would that be? People hide items on the shelf under the cart. How can you hide anything in the cart? It's so. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. There's dirty bastards, dirty rat bastards everywhere. And opportunists that will take advantage of an elderly person if that's the case. But I don't see it's just elderly people. Walmart here is crazy. Or in the shelf checkout, forget to scan. In the self checkout, some items or scan. Walmart is terrible about the self checkouts here as well. The scanner will beep but not recognize the code, so it doesn't record it but doesn't alert the patron. You get arrested for shop. What? We have so many shootings at our Walmart? Is that a dissatisfied customer? I'm just. Wow. I'm, I'm totally gobsmacked. Tons of them? Number one? Really? Wow. Yep. I wouldn't go there either. In fact, I would just park up there with the camera rolling and monetize. No, that's. No, you get caught in the crossfire. You get caught in the crossfire. That's so foreign to me. And just, it's so foreign to me. We had one last month killed a couple people. I mean, I've been using some colourful language, but that's To say atrocious or shocking or terrible does not express how I feel. That's just purely fucked up. That's insane. I feel like if that's the Wild West, everyone can. I live in a place that literally starts with Western Australia. We don't carry guns, but that's the way it is, though. I feel like customers had to operate the self checkout. We should get paid for it or get a discount. I prefer to patronize any other store if possible. Man, I just I'm I've always been opposed to self checkout. Always. Been opposed to self checkout because these corporates look at it as a way of not forking out money for employment to employ people to do that. Do you remember I remember once upon a time growing up, there used to be two people at the counter. There'd be one doing the checkout and there'd be another one packing your bag. It was a beautiful union between and experience for the shopper and the employees. What happened? That is the problem with legalized guns. Oh man, I just can't fathom it because it's never been a thing over here. It's for me to see cops carry guns is shocking to me. I don't carry my gun because I will use it. Oh, Pauline, please. Cindy Lee says, Barbara, how is the weather at your place? It's gotten cold again. Atlanta is at 48. Damn! Number one, and the road rage here, they will shoot you. Well, I'm glad because I've got terrible road rage. Anyone else got terrible road? I've got my road rage is off the hook. I would not carry or even own a gun, just my personal ethics. Or, and there are millions like you, Belle. Cutting out the baggers so they won't get paid. I know, they're like, and it was such a good service. Sometimes they would even help you carry your bags out. Now, you got to do all your own shit and then get questioned on your way out whether you scanned all your shit. You go, I don't know. I'm not trained to do this stuff. This self-serve, man. Wow. Never been an advocate for self-serve. Even in petrol stations, they used to serve you in petrol stations. People would run out of the gas petrol station, clean your window, pump your gas. You wouldn't even have to get out of the car unless you had to go and buy something to eat or drink or go to the shit house. We're taking so many huge steps backwards with having interpersonal reactions or external relationships with people in their workplace or in their jobs. You know, the idea of convenience was supposed to save time, so we can. Was supposed to save time, and the time that we save, we use to go to work. It's not even to spend more time with your family. You know how they figured out to spend more time with your family? They did pre-made meals and started packaging meals. So all you have to do is throw it in the bloody oven or in the pot, throw it all in one pot. Man, just huge, huge step backwards. Oh, you got to run, Michelle. Oh, thank you so much for popping in. Love and blessings to you, Michelle, and take care. Have a great rest of your evening, day, wherever you are, and happy Valentine's Day. This is why people pay for grocery ordering or curb pickup. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, Linda, you carry a pistol with me everywhere I go. Where I live, someone will get angry, get out your car, and try to fight you. Wow. I understand that for you as that women need to protect themselves in that manner. I can understand that, but it's so lethal, man. You know, it's so lethal. You let one round off and you hit your target, it's game over. There's no live to fight another day. Number one, you're at a red light. This guy next to pointing his gun at me and said, "What do you say to me?" Fuck. I didn't mean to swap the narrative to such a, you know, a subject that really I know nothing about other than what I see on thing. I've shot guns, like shotguns and rifles, but never has it been trained to me how to handle a gun because there's, you know, the laws are so stringent. 5 or 6 killings a night. You'd be no good in the city. Oh man. We all we'll go and get a big block of land out in the rurals, out in the country, out in the boondocks, away from all the tomfoolery, and then we'll just go live there and be self-sustainable, and we just grow in our own food, rear our own protein, go fishing, work the land, and do it all naked. Just put money aside until you're ready to get one. Are you in Georgia now? Are you in Georgia now, number one? That where I live, except the naked part. You know what? The cows to get blind. Oh, stop it, Barbara. Nah, man, we gotta let our on a completely separate subject. We gotta let our skin feel the vitamin D. It's part of our, you know, it's part of our DNA makeup. It's part of our ancestral teachings that we let our feet touch the ground, that we let our skin touch the sun, all of our skin. If you ever have an opportunity, San Francisco traffic is real bad. I can imagine how. What's the population in San Francisco? Is it more than 8 million? Is it like one of them big metropolis? It's a big city, right? Like it's a big metropolis. Nobody wants to be naked in the cold. No, and I'm not suggesting that's what you do. I'm suggesting that when the weather is right and perfect, that it's not completely impossible to utilize the vitamin D the sun emits for our benefit, and we benefit greatly for being in the sun, whether we're working in it or sitting in it. I know because my previous job, of which I also loved, 90% of it was spent indoors, and now it's the complete opposite. It's the complete, like, the table is flipped. Now I'm spending more time outdoors, and I can feel the difference. And it's reminded me, as a young man, how much I enjoyed working in the sun, with no top or whatever, the singlet. I don't know what you guys call a singlet, tank top or something. Oh, 2 million. Your aunt lives there nearby. She has problems get through there with the traffic. Oh my gosh. Downtown there is the craziest thing I've ever seen. What? As long as it's above 25 degrees Fahrenheit and there's no wind, my mood's so much. See, you know exactly what I mean, Barbara. I'd say you've just validated what I'm trying to say. White tank tops are called wife beaters. Is that because of the people that is that because of the people that are in them? Zombie, what's going on, Zombie? Let's welcome Zombie into the chat, everybody. Zombie in there, like lurking in the bleachers. Thank you for your comment. Wife beaters, is that because of the reputation of the people that wore them? Because, you know, shucks, man, what, like white tank tops or white t-shirts is worn by every ethnic group. Hispanic, Maori love them, Pākehā like them, skinheads. Jackie! Hey, 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 gonna make you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Just the tank tops, oh yeah. We call them singlets. Singlets, that's the one with the deep neck and the no sleeves, right? Gotcha, gotcha. I just watched a video recently of, because my darling has started talking about traveling, and Bali has come up because it's really cheap there and it's close to Australia. It's only a 4 hour flight and you're in Bali, and culturally it's a beautiful place. I've been there many times already. My darling hasn't. What you've been talking about, but I said, man, well, we're not limited to just Bali. I says, we're literally at the gate of Southeast Asia. We can go to the Philippines, Thailand, we can go to Japan, or we could go to Japan, because I really would love to go to Japan. Hillbilly tank shirts, I wear them to bed. I heard the story behind that the men would beat the girlfriend wife in a white tank top. That's why it's called that. Yeah, but what I'm asking is it the tank top that makes the man, or is it the man that makes the tank top? Which one is it? Is it imagery, or a sense of upbringing that's what you saw, so therefore when you wear the tank top, that's what you become? And it's been glorified on movies. Yeah, I mean, I can think of heaps of stories with the tank tops. Well, what? I'm just happy calling them singlets. Wife beater is so, it's so man hating. Does Bali have the huts over the lagoon? No, that's Bora Bora, zombie. That's Bora Bora in in by Fiji. Hillbillies with oh, you're moving to Texas? The Lone Star State, Cindy Lee? I've seen photos of the Vietnam coast and it's gorgeous. Vietnam, I've been to Vietnam. It is, man, Vietnam is amazing. It, the man does become a monk because of a dress, or the dress becomes the man. Wow, I mean, well, hey, for that example, and Bell's example is pretty cool if you think about it, but it's not quite like the. Is it quite like the same? Are you already a monk before you put the monk cloth on, or is it just it's an idea that's solidified once the monk attire is on? I don't know, but that's a clever one. I think the term came from the hit show Cops. Are you kidding? Wife beater came from a television program. That's crazy. Zombie take wifey to Bora Bora. You know what's funny? You know what's crazy, Zombie? Is that's where she wants to go. That's exactly where she wants to go. Those birds, what birds? The ones in the background. What have you been up to, Jackie? Bella's asking. East and midnight saying, come on up to Texas. Come on, Cindy. I have friends just got back from China. How long did they go over there for, number one? Is Cynthia still in, is she still in Houston? Cynthia's in Houston, isn't she? Zombie, who's that? Do do I do you have a single brother? Phyllis in the house, everybody. Let's welcome Phyllis into the chat, everybody. Not much, but lots. You've been here, but not much of a typer. That wasn't always the case, though, Jackie. You were always engaging. And I guess, it's like doing the videos and the lives. It's like when you stop doing them for a while, it gets tough to find the time to do it once you've kind of closed it out. You have to re-find that time. And there's plenty of it. Most of the time is spent doing mind-numbing stuff. Mind-numbing stuff. Like scrolling on the phone or But once you take that initial step, it's you realize, I realize when that I enjoy it. I understand, of course. I do. I got two single brothers older than me. My brother Grant, who is probably the most handsome of us all, he might be 65. And then my brother Des, he's probably 62. Yeah. And they are all handsome, my brothers. Zombie, if you go to Bora Bora, post pics and find me a good man. I'm a terrible zombie. Oh God. My family, and friends. My YouTube family, my YouTube friends. I'm a terrible matchmaker. You just have to take my word for it. YouTube is like an activity, it's a habit, but you have to keep it up. That's exactly the truth. That is the truth. Okay, never heard of it. I am. Belle's asking because I did talk the last time I did a live about doing some sort of trivia or quiz show, music, more music based, just so we can engage with each other and do it at a specific time on specific days. So then know where to come to, that I'll be here. And I haven't figured that out yet. And the main reason I'm convincing myself why I haven't done that yet is because I've convinced myself this job requires my full attention just to learn it, to get to a space of efficiency and not worry about the work so much, because it preoccupies a lot of my mind. It's something new in my life, and I have to find, not have to find, I find as many ways possible to enjoy it and love it, so it doesn't become so much of a chore. But at the same time, it's very challenging. So it's been preoccupying a lot of my mental time. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, then hallelujah. Games would be fun. Don't need a prize. Just compete. Yeah. Just bragging rights. Just bragging rights. And do kind of like can do like teams as well. We can have like the can do it by state, if you like. We can the Lone Star, Team Lone Star, or Team Blue, or Team Michigan, or Team New York, or wherever you're at. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, shout outs too. Yeah, but Phyllis is here, usually not far behind or far in front. Would be a Renee. So she must be working late, of which she's had her job for like nearly 16 years now, like straight out of school. Yeah, it sounds good, and it'll be just like Well, I've been seeing a lot of like trivia type content on platforms like TikTok, and there's this one young fella who goes to universities and asks students just these trivia questions. But some of the stuff that the topics that he touches base with are are good, and they're just general knowledge. But one of them is he shows photos of a famous person. You go, who is that person? Yo, lo and behold, yo, Pauline, look what's up. It's bed for you, zombie. Oh, yeah, okay, good night. Let's wish zombie a good night, everyone. Good night, zombie. Thanks for always coming in and participating, engaging with us. And if I ever get photos of Bora Bora that I've taken, you know what? You'll be the first person I'll send them to. Pictures of Bora Bora. And then I'll be in front of the beautiful blue waters in those huts, going like this. Love and blessings to you, zombie. Look at that, number one. No sooner did you say it, and we spoke briefly about it, Renee pops into the house. I really, really appreciate you guys, every single one of you, all the time when, acknowledging the people that come into the chat. Uh, and I've always been a huge advocate of acknowledgement, because I've often gone into lives and tried to participate but was never acknowledged. So it made it hard to become part of the chat community. Not impossible, obviously I can persevere. And luckily we only have a small chatting group, you know. But acknowledgement, it encourages people that are watching in the wings to come forth and say something. So I'm glad we talk about a whole lot of subjects. You guys are like amazing, awesome to talk to. We got the best like heads and minds and age group, like right here. Don't we, Bell? You was just had to sit down and kick up your shoes and sit right down. Loosen up that pretty French gown. Who sung that song? Does anyone know that song? You literally just got in the door. Yes, great variety of people. Yes, yes. Great variety. And a variety of people that have sort of, um, you know, been acquainted with for an X amount of time too. It's like years. Thanks, Cindy. Happy V Day to everyone. You never heard that song before? Kick up your shoes and sit right down. Loosen up that pretty French gown. Let me pour you a good long drink. Oh, baby, don't you hesitate, 'cause tonight's the night. We're gonna be alright. 'Cause I'm a lover girl. Ain't nobody gonna stop us now. Hmm? I don't even know if those are the words. Bit of Rod Stewart on the fly. Is that by the Beatles? No, Rod Stewart, the man, the Irish. Sing it, Rod. A terrible attempt of that rendition. No, but I would. You know what else I would love to do too? Is like as part of the lives and its content is reaction videos. I would love to like one thing I would like to. Let me ask everyone a question. If you ever sat down to spend time to watch a movie, for example, what sort of movies interest you that gets you engaged with it? Are they yeah, Tonight's the Night by Rod Stewart. Tonight's the night. What sort of movie did like interest you? Is comedy, horror, action, drama, true detective, true crime stories, holiday, feel good, sad, love's romantic, educational, biographical, comedies, romance, action, history. Oh yeah. Who done it? Mystery, suspense. Horror mysteries is Barbara. Horror mysteries. Back outside coats and shoes, clothes, just selling a coat. Oh, well, welcome back. Don't like horror or violent ones. If it's interesting to me, I'll watch it. Action, action romance. The reason why I ask, the reason why I ask is because New Zealand and Australia make some fucking good movies, man. Make some good movies. You have a warehouse now, Pauline? Number one. That doesn't surprise me one single bit, and I'll tell you why, ladies and gentlemen. Because 4 or 5 years ago, we used to call Pauline all the time, and do real FaceTime calling. And she showed me her garage, her basement. It was just popping with industrial type shelving and filled with stuff. And now you have a warehouse. That is that is advancement of the highest order. So just wanted to quickly mention that. But Australia and New Zealand have a whole heap of movies, and I think it would be cool making a lot of movies there in Georgia. Wolf Creek. Yeah, Wolf Creek was pretty like out there. No, but I would like to share some of the cultural movies from New Zealand, and do a reaction with you guys doing a live. We'll watch a movie together, like live. You have 75 coats left. Are you buying them wholesale, Paul? Are you buying shipments of these in, and then that's your side hustle, selling them off online? Because that's fucking cool. Yeah, there's some awesome New Zealand cultural movies in there, and having me there, I can sort of uh, provide some insight to maybe the history of the movie, or the characters or whatever. You'd like that? Okay, you can do that. I went to Goodwill, then Dollarama, then got groceries at different store, but my company still. Oh, true. Yeah, well, okay, I'd like to do that. And so I'm just trying to gather some data, right? Of like, let's just try. I'll pick a movie out one day, and we'll sit and watch it for the evening, and I'll do like not a reaction, but just we'll just watch it together and just hang out and just watch a movie. I know that sounds kind of dumb, but it just share some of the good, even music. You're ready to come over to New Zealand, are you, Barbara? You make 100 to 150 a day. That's not bad, man. That's not bad. And if just say let's say it's 150 a day for 7 days is $1,000 a week. How many hours do you work? That sounds like a good idea. Cool. I want to do most, like, there's heaps of good Australian ones, but I'm more transfixed with the New Zealand ones. And there's a lot of Maori themed music, cultural themed, not music, movies coming out and have been coming out kind of steady over the last 10 years. And there's some I haven't seen and some I have. So when you say not many, would you say if you compiled all the time you spent being on Whatnot, packaging, driving to the post office or getting picked up, labeling all your time, would you say you do 10 hours? 10 hours a week? Pauline sells shoes. She just said she's got 75 coats left. She has 400 pairs of shoes. She's got a warehouse. She's buying all her stuff from Whatnot. People pick up. Okay, so that eliminates that, but that's what I'm saying. Would you say all that you do is like 10 hours? Because at 10 hours at $1,000 a week is $100 an hour. That's worth doing it. You know what I mean? So do people, dozens of people just come to your house and hand you money, pick up their coats? Well, you've been on Marketplace. People will notify you that they're interested, and you set up a time. So it's not like you're waiting by the door willy nilly, like a brick and mortar business. I imagine. Yeah, just steady as you go, eh? Just steady as you go. You just advertise it, and people will come across it. And as long as you get good reviews, Local selling is onto it. Local selling is onto it. I think she's just speaking generally. Some days it might be one sale, but some days it might be five, or some days it might be three. I think just that's a average out. I'm just guessing, but still, it's a side hustle. Even if your figures were wrong, it's still you're actively hustling an income, a revenue. You do need the side hustle, and there are ways to side hustle without that aggravation. You know, unfortunately, Facebook Marketplace is notorious for people who are interested in the item that they see, but they don't have the money to buy it. You know, so they're a complete muck around, and it's notorious. You sell a lot of Columbia boots. That's the hustle, eh? That's the hustle. It's finding something online that's cheap, that doesn't require much work or zero work on it, and you're just passing on the costs to someone else. It's about getting something for a good deal. But you want to make sure you get the right stuff, and you don't want too much equity tied up in assets or liabilities. You have to be able to sell what you have. Sure. Now, Whatnot, the Whatnot app, it's free to join. Although I think if you are a seller, you have to pay some sort of fee, but as a buyer, you don't have to. But the transaction is, yeah, because if you don't come through with with your transactions on Whatnot, they cut you off. They cut you out. Yeah, Whatnot. You get a lot of men that wear high heels. Hey, they're not walking in no shop, man. They ain't walking in no shop and buying them shoes. My niece, she's 22 years old, and she doesn't have a job, and she's not very motivated. And to her, everything requires money to do something. I've got to have money for this money. I said, well, go make money. Oh, how? I need a job. And it's hard to get a job. I says, fucking go and work for yourself. I says, go and collect cans and bottles for 10 cents. I says, when you have 10 of them, you've got $1. 10 cans is $1. Try and get as many 10 cans as you can in a day. I don't want to do that. And then I said, well, get some stuff off free off Marketplace and then sell it. He goes, oh, no one will buy stuff that people are getting rid of for free. And so I showed her how easy it was. I went onto Marketplace, I typed in free stuff. First thing that came up was a set of bunk beds. It only been online for about 20 minutes, free. All you have to do is come and pick it up, right? So I rang them up. I says, oh, I'll be there. I says, that's mine. I'll be there to come and dismantle it, pick it up. I'll be there by, you know, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, a couple of hours. She goes, sweet, sold, it's done. And then I reposted the picture and then sold it for $50. Sold it for $50. And then they transferred the money to me and I gave them the address and then they went over to the house and picked it up. I didn't even have to do anything. Sad thing was that when he went over there, you know, he would have found out that I got it for nothing. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I wish someone had told me the same thing too, Barbara. But you know, it's never too late though. It's never too late. Yeah, there's tons of stories of people starting in their twilight years, and in a short amount of time, you know, become millionaires if that was their goal, you know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was an excellent film, and it was, you know, it was intended to show my niece that if you know, it it just takes some courage. You just got to have the courage to do it. I've only been on Whatnot once, twice. It was full on. My phone's gonna die, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's 4%. So what I might do is bid you all farewell, charge up my phone, and then come back. Come back in the later hours. No, it's almost that now, right? It's almost that now. But I know I want to do this more often. If I was going to choose a day to do this trivia thing, when do you have your auctions, Bell? 'Barbara? It was great. Yeah, no, let's like I'm thinking a a Saturday, a Saturday, a Monday, and a Thursday. We'll jump on live and do some of these, do the trivia games, watch a movie, listen to some music, share some music. If you got some things that you think I may have never heard of, you know, be sure to let me know. Or a movie that you really love that we might not that might be obscure to others, we can share, or just funny videos or something where we can have a laugh. or we can have a cry, or we can have a bit of a, a bit of a shock. If that sounds like a bit of you, then let's do Saturday, Monday, Thursday at, it'll be your guys' morning. Shucks. Oh nah, the way to avoid the copywriting is every now and again you'll stop the video. We can we can talk about like through like advertising, like how they stop for adverts. Be something like that. That's how you can get away with it. Well, I work during your evenings. See, like this time right now, I'd be at work during the weekday, right? So it'll have to be in my evening and your morning. Yeah. And we'll do that with any kind of regularity and consistency, and I'll look at down the track is making up teams, doing the trivia for bragging rights, just fun, just to get together, just to come together. Phyllis, my dog, he is good. He's got himself a bit of a bung eye at the moment because of the all of the pollen and the the sort of catching in his eye. But he's good. He comes with me on my rides on the truck. Oh, it's been a while. It has. It's been a while since I spoke to Grizz. It's been at least a month or two. And at the time, he had stopped going in for treatment. Yeah, yes, Sime. Mods are copyrighted. That's Simon Bell. Simon from dumpster diving Adelaide. Nah, we always knew he was going to go and do treatment again. You know, just at the time he just sort of like had enough. Don't blame him. Yeah, yeah. So that's the plan. That's the plan, and at least now let's have to action it. So let's talk about it more when my phone charges up. Yeah, he has been through a lot, Cindy. He sure has. So yeah, I'm gonna end the night. I'm gonna end the live stream. 2 hours. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I love and miss you all so much. So appreciative of all the engagement and the interacting. That I miss it terribly. I really do. You know, not doing social media. It's not a rest, man. It's a punishment. It's a punishment. It's so good to catch up with it, seeing how everyone's doing. Like Cindy Lou may moving to Texas, maybe get closer to the grandkids. Number one side hustles, all of the cool ideas from Belle, and just the great conversations that we have. Yep, Zombie and Michelle and Jennifer, Barbara, Renee, Phyllis, guys, all rock, man. Cindy. Oh, that's true. Good night, everyone. Take care and yeah, love and blessings to you all. Ngā mihi na nui ka koutou. Tēnei te rao, te atua, ka kua hau kua marama. Good night. Love you guys. Love you all. And yeah, if not later on tonight, Monday. I'll see you on Monday. Monday. Keep an eye out on the community tab.